There's a lady right now in Puebla, Mexico that says she was taken by the La Llorona, the lady with the dark hair and white dress. The story goes that one night, a teenager, Lupita, was at home. Around midnight, she heard her name outside. She goes outside and no one was there. She can still hear the voice calling for her. Lupita, Lupita, Lupita. And as a curious teenager, she wanted to see what it was. Minutes goes by and she walks. She walks, looking for that voice. ¿Quién es? ¿Dónde estás? She stumbles upon an abandoned house. No one was living in there. And she decides to go in, having no fear. Back at the house, the parents, the siblings were looking for Lupita. Where did she go? ¿Dónde está? They looked everywhere and no one could find her. They went outside to ask the neighbors for help. It was a small town. Everyone knew each other. Did you see her? Did you see her? Can you help us? The parents are shouting outside, help us, help us. We don't know where she is. All the neighbors come outside to see what was happening. What's going on? That's when the parents told the town, we don't know where Lupita is. The whole town decides to help to find Lupita. Then all of a sudden, people started hearing cries. Where was it coming from? They were confused at first, like who was crying at this time of night? Someone finally pointed it out. It's coming from there. It's coming from that abandoned house. Of Lupita seeing La Llorona, the lady with the white dress and dark hair. So at this point of the story, the townspeople finally realized where the source of the cries were coming from. It was coming from that abandoned house. No one knew where Lupita was. The townspeople did not want to go into that abandoned house. No one was living there. It was dark, it was dirty. But the parents did. They wanted to find Lupita at all costs. The parents go inside and they check every room, but nothing. Some of the rooms had creepy symbols. One had an upside down cross. The parents felt weird. This wasn't right. This place isn't right. And in one corner, they found Lupita on the floor. Her eyes were closed, and when they started to shake her to wake her up, she started to scream. She started to attack. She started to bite the parents. Some say she had the strength of 5 men. Lupita wanted to stay. She did not want to leave that house. The eyes were dilated. The face was deformed. There were marks around her body. The parents went outside to ask a couple of townspeople for help. I don't know what I would do if I was the parent. It took around 6 people to actually physically take her outside of that abandoned house and onto the street. Of Lupita seeing La Llorona, the lady with the white dress and dark hair. So at this point of the story, they take Lupita outside of the abandoned house and onto the street. She didn't stop. She was still biting. She was still scratching people around her. Eventually, the townspeople formed a circle and they prayed. They prayed for her. And it worked. She stopped trying to attack people and she just lay there. The parents take Lupita home, and at the house, she wakes up. She has no memory of what happened that night. Last memory she had was she saw this lady with the white dress and dark hair in the abandoned house, and she was calling for her name. After that, she just woke up in the house. What's even creepy is that after that event, there would be more townspeople coming out and talking about their paranormal experiences. Follow for more paranormal stories.